Right. They manipulated propaganda.
Yeah,
Well, but you know, the struggle continues. Well, you see what I be doing, but I want to get into this.
yeah,
What was the hip hop scene like in South Africa coming up? You know what I'm saying? And just from your
yeah,
experience and where you was from, like in America, the hip hop scene in Houston and the hip hop scene in L.A. and
yeah.
Memphis and New York was kind of different. They had different things going on. So I just want to know what was going on in your city and in your area as far as hip hop.
Yeah, in our area or era, it what happened was our hip hop wasn't that much. It was quite when I grew up. It was quite it was dominating, but it was quite fused with hip hop. So because you find it that like Boom Shaka was doing quite but they were doing hip hop at the same time, mixing it. So because Tembisiete was rapping on the Kwaito beat. So at that time, it was just like a mix. We didn't have the hip hop, but the hip hop scene was more in Cape Town because a lot of DJs they were playing hip hop that side. And plus, two, Cape Town is more like colored people and white people. So here we had Kwaito, but it wasn't that much. I think when I was first introduced to hip hop, I think it was 2004, 2002, where 50 Cent came in. When he came in with in the club, that's when I was introduced to hip hop like fully to say now I can also try and write and do other
Hmm.
stuff. But we
Yeah.
had we had cats, yeah, we already had cats here who were actually in the hip hop scene, but it wasn't that much. They used to discriminate us as hip hop guys. They were calling us names. They were calling us a Yamanika, those type of things. So if you were in a hip hop, they would treat you a certain way. You understand?
Yeah.
When you're wearing those baggy jeans, baggy clothes, and all the day, they will treat you the certain way. They would say those names and stuff like that. But then, as the time went on, and I think 2006, 2007, that's when hip hop started to get in. When it was trending, when Wayne and them came in singing stuff like that. Then here in South Africa too, then that's where they started to say, okay, fine, now we fuck with this.
Right.
Now they say fuck with this. But it actually popped, I think it was 2013, 2014 here in South Africa where it took over, where it dominated. We even had like awards where hip hop guys were walking away with 5 or 6 awards,
Mm.
of which is something that had never happened before. We had like hip hop guys buying Bentleys, hip hop guys buying houses, million rand houses. We had like hip hop started to bring in money. I think it was 2013, 2014, but before that, we were just like hustling, living. It wasn't paying that much than the other genres.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, my next question is, you could tell them a little bit about any of the projects that you got out. You know what I'm saying, past and present.
Yeah, okay. Um, well, I will start with the projects that I did. I first started doing projects with you, with Black Peter, with Mafera. Then I have another project which I did with Visto, which is
What year was
it was
that
called.
with the Mount Sarah project? What year was that?
I think it was when 2011, 2012, between those time.
Right.
2011,
So we've been
2012.
making
When we
music
started.
together for at least about 10 years now. So about a decade.
Yeah, it's been long, my bro, and I've been growing now and then, learning new things. It's just that before we didn't have the information that I have now. You understand? Before we used to say, "Hey, we want to make music," and then you're gonna take your demo, you're gonna go and knock in each and every studio, so that they can sign you. You know what I'm saying? It was hard back then. So even that, you know what, I feel happy what the social media did, because if the social media wasn't, if it didn't kick in, I wasn't going to be introduced to you. you know
Yeah,
I was,
definitely, man. I met a lot of
yeah,
people off of that. Yeah.
exactly. So when it comes to what I've did, already. I've did music with you. I did music with Mafera. I did music with Sade Rene. We did a song together.
Oh
That
yeah, shout
feature
out to
one.
Sade.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still rocking too. And you know what? She wants us to do another song. I'm just like doing a beat selection on that so I can send it to pick one beat and then we're gonna work on it. And
Oh
then
yeah.
I work on the EP with Visto. That my EP was 8910. It's also on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
It's
big
also
shout
on
out to
Audiomack.
Visto. What's up, Visto? He got some fire, man. That's a true producer, man. He got some
Yeah,
fire beats, man. Representing. What's up,
yeah,
Visto?
yeah. Yeah, man. So now he's also doing good. Now he's doing the music videos. The video that I did, is Stephes Bandayo. I did that music video. He was shooting that music video, and he's taking shape now. He dive into to making videos and editing, taking pictures and stuff like that. So shout out to him. I also work with him. I also worked, I think last year I dropped a mixtape with Pau from Ishawe, which featured Boo from Ishawe too. And then I had another mixtape that I dropped towards the end of the year. That was just like my mixtape, which that was done in my studio. That was the first. That was the second mixtape that was recorded in my studio. So I'm just like working on releasing new music more now and then, like back to back. My plan was to say, okay, fine, at least a month I should drop one song.
Okay, that's dope,
Yeah.
man. I know you've been working. I'm watching you, bro. Keep dropping that heat, man. So what about So since COVID, have that slowed you down, or you still able to, get your music out there and connect with people?
Yeah, COVID man affected us big time. And for me, it affected me big time because when COVID started, I actually, because I was working with Nelly Siwe at that time, so she was like managing my things, organizing events for me, photo shoots, interviews, radio interviews, and stuff like that. So she was actually, we had things planned because before COVID started, I just came back from Joburg to shoot for Generations. Then I was an extra day. So, and then
What's
when the
that?
COVID happened, Generation is a soapy, South African, the biggest soapy in South Africa.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that for
Yeah,
the viewers that don't know, he was on a soap opera. You know what I'm saying? So he getting his acting in too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, man, let him know, let him know everything you doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that one slide by. So he doing his acting thing. Y'all might see him on the big screen one day, man. And doing
exactly.
music, and tell him about the clothing too. You doing clothes too?
Yeah.
So
So, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I was getting to that field now to say, okay, fine. Now I'm gonna do acting. I'm gonna do music at the same time. I'm gonna actually promote my brand because I have brand NoGhost, and that brand was like starting to kick in, and everybody started to you know what to do to talk about it. And then boom, COVID happened, and then everything just shut down. So now
yeah,
you couldn't move, you couldn't do anything, you can't perform because we had gigs too. So when COVID they put us straight on level 5. We got levels over here. We got level
right,
1, level
yeah,
2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So
yeah.
they
I
just
went
hit
through
us.
all them levels, bro.
I think yeah, you were here.
Yeah, yeah. I spent almost a year in South Africa. Yeah, I was waiting on them levels to drop. So you said it's back on level 4.
Yeah, we back on level 4 now because we were on level 1. And then now they said we on third wave. I don't know what the third wave mean. I don't know what the waves mean, but we're on third wave now. They told us there's new COVID that came from India. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that there's a different type of COVID. There's COVID that came from India. Then last year when they told us that you're gonna hit wave 2, and then when I did also my research by checking what is wave 2, what's happening. And then they told us that there's a new COVID that started. I don't know it came from which, but it was in here in South Africa. They said came from dogs or whatever. So then we were on wave 2 the whole of December. You understand? Even our December, our Christmas was bad. And then January we got in, we said, okay, fine, they put us on